Hey everybody, this video is going to be a little different from our typical Urbex adventure. In this episode, we visited the Tweed Tunnels, which has a rich history and also considered one of the most haunted tunnel systems in New York. I will be intersplicing stories and research about this strange place with our adventure. So without further ado, let's jump in. The Tweed Tunnels were originally built as a rifle range in 1910, just years from the outbreak of World War I. Troops would often complain about having to aim directly into the sun, and nearby residents would find stray bullets landing in their yards, sometimes starting fires. After just 3 years, the range was shut down, and although it was used for summer camps and military training yards years after, a series of dimly lit tunnels connected through the range to protect people from bullets. All that remains now are these tunnels, graffiti-stained walls, and small empty buildings, reminders of a world that once was. But in these past decades, rumors of ghosts, occult practices, and mob killings sprung from these desolate, dark places. And these legends just might be telling the truth. Hello everybody, welcome back. This is my friend Joshua.
Hi.
This is my friend Eve. Say something for the world, guys.
Hi. Hi, world. Something for the world.
Nice.
Let's get it.
All right, we're going to be exploring the Tweed Tunnels today. And we're actually not that far from New York City, but we're going to stay away from the city. Because why? Because it sucks. I'm going to be looking on the trail map. It says it's like 5 minutes away. What's your phone battery?
My phone battery is 52%, but my battery goes slow. As in, my battery takes a while to die.
Mine's at 98%, but it does go quickly. Something wrong with the camera?
No, I'm just turning it on again.
I definitely should have tied my right shoe a little tighter. But
You guys getting weird vibes from this place?
No.
What about you, Josh?
yeah, but we're cool.
Well, it feels different from like an upstate New York woods. Like, trees are more spaced out. There was a building here a long time ago. But look, the support.
And yeah, probably straight up this grass.
I feel like I don't think it's around it.
Nobody see the skulls on the floor? Whoa! David, did you get the skulls?
What?
It's not a human skull, that's like a deer skull.
That's not a human skull.
Yo, why am I this bad with the camera? There we go.
What kind of skull is this?
Looks maybe like cat or
That's not a cat. It's
Deer.
way too big for a cat.
you don't know
That's,
the cat's life.
Baby deer or something like that.
Deer? Maybe a dog?
But how did it get like this?
We got another, a femur bone here? According to my phone, it's directly this way. Sound right? Our GPS took us off trail, deeper into the woods. As the sun set, the trees shrouded us from the twilight, casting us deeper into the darkness as we inched closer into the heart of the forest.
See, so we walked in a U around here and got that.
Yeah, it's just that my phone's internal compass is like screwed up.
Yeah, let me see.
Go ahead. What's this?
Oh, yep, we're here.
Holy shit, we're here!
Told you guys.
We found the tunnels.
Let me see that for a second. I want to shine light with the camera.
Sure. This is the tunnel. We just gotta get over this ledge. We could probably walk around, I'm thinking. There's even graffiti that says this way.
Hold on, I want to show the audience this part. So there's...
What's going on, Eve?
I want to show the audience this building. So we just got here, we found the tunnels, we had to go off path a bit. But, well, if we need a place to camp for the night.
So we have this really long ass wall here. I don't know how long it goes for. Do you see an end?
No. Ooh, that's a big bug.
So we got this tunnel.
You think I wouldn't be out here if I didn't like big bugs, but here I am.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm talking to the audience. I'm having fun. Okay.
You guys know we probably shouldn't go too far in those tunnels if there are a whole bunch of them. We're more likely to get lost.
I don't think it's... Isn't that the fun part, though?
When I'm reading up here, there's thousands of tunnel ways.
There's not thousands. There's no way there's thousands. I don't believe that.
Well, you're going first. You venture bug patrol.
Bug patrol?
Yeah. You
All
guys
right.
walk through the spider webs first.
All right. I can...
There's gonna be a lot of those. What is that?
Guys, this entire ceiling is covered in spiders.
Really? Well, take the camera in there and you can take a nice long walk and watch that. You this spider will suck you. Here, take this.
I already got my GoPro. Are you not going in there?
There's a bunch of spiders.
Are you scared of spiders?
Thousands? Yes.
There's not thousands.
You said they're covered. I'll walk partially in. Give me the phone line.
Here, I got Here.
Here, I want to go in first.
Here, I'll show you. I'll show you the spiders.
No, I already see them. I'm done. Oh, wow, that's so cool. My skin's crawling.
Is there a lot of spiders?
I saw two. Two's enough. Sweet, what else is new here? Or do you want to just turn back because it's already getting dark?
After some discussion, we decided it was best if we head back to our hotel and explore the Tweed Tunnels during the daylight. Unfortunately, escaping the woods was no easy task.
Along the path.
Yeah.
And we're walking on top of the tunnel right now. Here you go, bud. Alright, now that it's getting darker, guys, let's not split up too. Let's try and stay close together like we're doing already. This has been a message from Safety Eve. Or let's call it Survivalist Eve. I feel like I have decent instincts to be a survivalist. This way. Give me a light. I'll lead the way.
You sure that way?
Positive. This is just how we get around the brambles.
Oh, I did.
Now we're going straight again. Half of navigation is getting around obstacles.
Hey, where's the GPS at? It looks like we're going the right way. Where are we going?
Woo! That's a spider web.
I got you.
I got the...
Okay, fine.
Yep. Okay. I think this is the one that we walked straight through. Relatively straight through.
No, it was this one right over here.
Nope.
It was this one over here.
The following is an account published in Weird New York from a man known as Ralph Sinessi. I shortened it for the video, but you can read the whole article with the link in the description. There is a place, a very evil place. It was the scariest place I have ever been to in my life. I was reminded of traveling to this evil place by my friends. There are tunnels located at the top of Clausland Mountain in Orangeburg. My friends took me about there 4 years ago, and I have yet to return. He also gave me all the knowledge about this place I am about to tell you. There are miles of tunnels throughout the mountain. Visible concrete walls run through the woods. Each tunnel also has another tunnel under it. There are many secret caverns and rooms throughout the passageways. Some are collapsing, and one tunnel you must crawl through a rotted tree to get into. There are also bomb shelter rooms and rooms under rooms called hellholes. I've heard that dead bodies are often found in this area. Suicides are common, as are dumped homicide victims. My friend also told me of a dead cop with ties to the mob who was stabbed 80 times and raped with a metal pole. His body was found here. He said the police never go back there. Many times, he has seen much satanic evidence such as fire rings. Most people say the whole place is haunted. My experience there was ridiculously terrifying. My friends and I were exploring the tunnels for a good hour. It was the middle of the summer at about 3 in the morning. These tunnels are in the middle of the woods and completely pitch dark. We had 2 flashlights for the 5 of us. Each time a light would hit the ceiling of a tunnel, I would see huge spiders and other giant bugs. When the light hit the floor, you could see rats scurrying to find darkness. Finally, we reached a room with a big noose tied to the ceiling. It was pure evil. We decided to drink a few beers and hang out outside on the top of the tunnel. We were all starting to relax after making out of the tunnels unharmed, just a little grimy. The whole time we didn't hear any noise in the quiet night air. All of a sudden, from within the trees, we heard the loudest, most morbid scream ever. It didn't sound at all human. I was sure it was a werewolf. You had to be there to understand the intensity of the shrill scream. It could not have been any of the other kids playing a joke. I swear it wasn't human. We heard it moving through the woods towards us. We all stood up, dropped our beers, and took off through the forest. It was pitch dark, and I remember running into trees and trying to follow the person's sound in front of me. Finally, we made it back to my car. I couldn't open the doors fast enough. I peeled out a quick U-turn, and we headed back down the mountain, all breathing fast as hell. As we got into the town, at the bottom of the mountain, there were a ton of cop cars and ambulances. As we drove past, I saw the worst car accident I think I will ever see in my life. Visible through the side of an unrecognizable car was a pair of legs cut off, not attached to the rest of the body. There was tons of blood everywhere. After the sight of morbid reality, we agreed that the screams we had heard were of this poor person's soul elevating through the mountains and up towards the heavens. Ralph Sinessi.
All right. Would you say morale is low?
No, I would say morale is medium. Wait, hold on. Turn away over here, dude.
I don't think there's any way you can get through there.
Alright, keep slowly making our way to the right.
Seems to be a path right here.
Is that the path we went through?
Not the path. But this is just a foot trail. Or a deer trail, really.
Yeah, we came this way earlier.
Wait, I see some light. I see some lights. Guys, there's a house right around here. Here it is.
We did it. Okay, let's get back to the car. The next day, we returned to the Tweed Tunnels, armed with bug spray and flashlights. After some research with maps, we had a better idea where the tunnels were, and the darker history behind them. We're back, and I'm filming again. Hello, Eve. What you doing?
We slept in the car the whole night.
No, we did not.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did, David. For the story, man. So we're back here in the daytime.
Uh-huh.
It seems like, you know what I kind of realized? In these woods, I feel like time is like of its own thing. Like, I feel like we've been here all night.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I think you're... Yeah, that is very true.
Eve, so wait, which class are we? For the camera, like which?
I'm berserker.
Berserker?
She has an attitude problem.
And an attitude problem.
Very bad.
You do?
attitude problem.
And I think you're a paladin.
Why is that?
I don't really know exactly what a paladin is, but I think it's you.
Autistic powers are strong.
Or a mage.
Mage.
Maybe you're dual class and you're a paladin with some like mage shit.
What about Josh?
So what?
Bard?
Yeah, I'm the bard.
Yeah, bard.
I'm the bard.
He's a bard.
I am the bard.
Ow, my foot.
You're the bard of the druid. Toss a coin to your David. Oh, valley. Oh, here. Look.
Oh. You're right, there is a wall. Okay, I'll put this first.
All right, be very careful not to shine these in each other's faces. This makes me so deathly uncomfortable.
Why?
Bugs. All the bugs. You are so brave. Are you gonna be braver than me? Are you going in first, babe?
Yeah, because...
We got these long antlers.
Okay. I'm going in.
Just try not to look at the spiders.
Oh my god. Don't even look up. Oh my god, they're on the walls too. Those are crickets.
Oh, dude.
You go first then. You go first.
Whoa, people haven't come down here for a long time.
Why?
Look at that fucking course light. That is an old ass can.
Are you gonna move forward or?
Yeah, I'm going forward. I'm just taking a look.
Go. Go. We need to go fast because I don't want to think more about all of the bugs. Walk, Joshua. Walk.
I kind of really don't want to go through this whole fucking cave.
That's why we're here though. It's spooky and different.
Yeah, you're right.
Oscar. Not
Sure
really
don't.
bad swastika.
Well, if I'm going to freak out, I will freak out.
No. Not if you don't want me to freak out too.
Well, I can't help that.
Who's got the dick and balls?
I do.
Okay then, don't freak out.
Doesn't mean anything.
I think they're kind of cute.
You know, David, I wish I had your autism powers right now.
How are you even doing this?
Me? I'm not afraid.
Oh, I hate this. Oh my god.
On the way out, we're running out of this cave. Agreed?
Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity.
There's less spiders at least down here.
Toss a coin to your witcher. I wish I had a lizard to eat all the crickets. David? What? You're way ahead of us. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin. Oh fuck, Josh! You can't fucking do that.
What happened? One of them fucking jumped off the fucking wall. So I didn't move. I'm getting a weird disease down here, that's all.
Don't touch the wall with your backpack. 666. There you go. Over.
I really don't want to go away.
Keep walking.
David?
What? Yeah, the tunnel ends. It just collapses.
Okay, all done. Zero bits of teamwork, you guys. Woo! This was really fun! Yeah, that was fucking great. All the noise make happen. Don't look up. Woo! That was disgusting.
Fucking awesome. What do you think? The following is another account published in Weird New York. As young and stupid teens, my friends and I left our comfortable homes in New Jersey and went to the mountains in Orangeburg to party in the woods, hoping to avoid the always anxious and watchful eyes of the New York and New Jersey police. For some reason, we nicknamed this place Tweed. It was very easy to become scared out of your wits at this place, even during the day. But at night, words cannot describe how terrifying it was. There was one trip to Tweed that stands out in my mind. About 8 of us trekked through the woods to the first open area that had a tunnel entrance. After hanging out above ground for a while, someone suggested a walk through the pitch-black tunnel below us. As we walked, we couldn't even see our hands in front of our faces. Every so often someone would light a lighter in an effort to feel better. This was always the wrong thing to do. The darkness may have kept your imagination active, but the light in the tunnel only showed the reality of the grotesque bugs stuck to the walls, or the creatures whose remains were left on the tunnel floor. Nevertheless, the group of us, one dumber than the next, continued down the tunnel. When we finally reached the end of the tunnel, there was a platform you could get on, and then with a little crafty climbing, you could get out of the tunnel and on top of it, back into the fresh air. When we finally reached the platform at the end of the tunnel, most of us were scared of our minds, but it wasn't until someone yelled, "There's a light coming down from the tunnel!" that things significantly got out of control. After accounting for everyone in our group, we nearly all jumped out of our skin as the light continued to draw closer to us. In a mad frenzy of fear, everyone leaped onto the platform in hopes of getting out of the tunnel quicker than the light was approaching. 2 people successfully reached the top of the tunnel and climbed out, helping others to quickly climb out as well. We all knew the stories about devil worshippers and witnessed the evil-looking graffiti on the walls way back in the woods. No one wanted to meet the people responsible for the satanic writings. It was just then, as the 6 of us were still stuck in the pit inside the tunnel, that the platform collapsed. All I could hear was that horrible sound of crumbling and collapse and the echo throughout the tunnel. I remember thinking that no one would ever find our bodies. I too had heard the stories that the police were too afraid to go back there. I remember thinking that our poor families would never know what happened to all of us. The platform collapse severely redefined the exit to the tunnel. We now had to reach up and shimmy up a very old, narrow, and now shaky metal beam before someone at the top could reach in and pull you out. The near tunnel collapse seemed to slightly deter our attention for the mysterious light coming down from the other end. Everyone quickly shimmied up the metal beam and successfully reached the top of the tunnel. We were shaking so much, and were so scared that everyone was ready to leave, but no one wanted to go back the way we came. The walk on the top of the tunnel could also be treacherous, especially at night. There were areas that the wall would be only a foot or so wide, forcing you to carefully balance or fall off one of the sides. Just as we began to take the top of the tunnel back to the car, we saw a lone stranger stumbling and chanting something as he surfaced from the tunnel. I didn't get a good look at his face. My friends said that it seemed that his face was all mauled up and bloody. Everyone stepped back and let him continue to stumble around. It wasn't long before we saw him fall off the edge over the wall. There was no yelling or cries for help. He landed with a thud from about 30 feet up. By this point, no one had a single nerve left, so we literally ran in a single file on top of the tunnel, carefully scaled the areas with high drop-offs. We silently loaded back into the cars and drove home. I don't know what happened to that strange man. I never want to go to Tweed again, and I never will. T-Sop Robbie.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Ooh.
Yeah, we saw this yesterday, I believe.
No, we didn't. It was a different one. This is nothing like where we were yesterday.
Someone just put this intentionally
Oh,
here.
there's another one. Yeah, those are wolf spiders.
Those are wolf spiders.
Oh, there's another big spider?
Those are wolf spiders. The things in there were a little different. They had giant technicals, so they were crickets.
There were some wolf spiders. Yeah, lots of...
What is this?
We made a little hobo fire.
It's like 6 feet long, though. It's kind of weird, don't you think?
It wasn't so hard to actually completely burn a body. I would say burning bodies. But I guess just large bonfire or hobo sleeping area.
Honestly, I'd rather sleep outside. Look at this. Look at all those fucking cans.
There's a lot of fucking cans down.
Holy shit.
There's a phone number down there. Do you feel lonely? Call anytime. I'm here for you. And there's a phone number. You are loved. Oh yeah.
There, get my flashlight again. Is that the other side?
That's an entire tunnel that goes over that wall. An entire tunnel.
So basically, that would lead us back the other way.
Yeah.
Like if we wanted to get into that disgusting beer can room, we would want to walk through that tunnel.
Oh, so that tunnel leads to the beer can room. Oh.
You know, I want to look at the graffiti.
You want to go in here or no?
I just want to peek in. Yeah, let's peek in the front of it. I have my flashlight. I'm behind you, Dan.
There's God is Dead, upside down cross. You could attribute it to edgy teenagers, but edgy teenagers, I feel, are more likely to just drop penis.
Yeah. Fuck the system.
Like that. See, there's a penis.
Yeah, it goes pretty wild. It's pretty long. Pretty long tunnel.
You want to go down there? Do you want to go in there? You're more than welcome to go in there if you want to, Dave. We'll wait out here for you. I want to take a peek inside, though. So. You got your flashlight, babe?
So that's more bastardization to the Holy Trinity, which is what Satanists like to do. I don't know why an edgy teen would do 444, 222, and then 2 stars.
What do you think?
Pretty cool. Pretty spooky. There's an eye. Okay, I saw something crawl.
No, there's spiders. You know how you said that there's tunnels connecting all the cities?
Yeah.
Where do you think one of these tunnels might actually lead to the city? That'd be fucking awesome. But all the spiders, man. I feel like if you go down deep enough, they eventually go away, right? Because
Like the deeper in you go, the more.
I feel like there's more creatures, there's more random tunnels, more random people that you'll find.
you really think there's actually people down there?
I think it would be stranger for there not to be people and Satanists using underground tunnels. If I was a Satanist, that's what I would do. If I had $5 billion and I was a Satanist, I would build an interconnecting tunnel system across the U.S.
Oh dear. Yeah, I keep coming across these little rooms.
So I mean, if we're being really creative, if we're going off of the like weak theories of satanic rituals, you got what was a mattress over here, but it's without the cloth. Plastic bag over here. A card.
5 of clovers.
Yeah, this like burnt to shit box.
You're quite the investigator, aren't you, Eve?
Lord. And if we're following color, this 666 in blue, I feel like the same shade as a lot of the other satanic stuff we've seen, except
What?
for the pink 222 and 444. Oh, this one's strange too.
What?
A symbol.
What symbol are we talking about here?
It's red.
Oh, that's the S one. People used to draw that in school all the time.
No, it's not.
No, that's not S. That's a
Triangle up here.
triangle
Oh, that.
downwards.
Triangle. So if we go by the 3 triangles, that could be a bastardization of the Holy Trinity. And then having this rectangle above this one, kind of is almost similar to the all-seeing eye in that triangle.
Take a picture. I think I'm going to post some of this to Reddit on some symbol subreddits, and they might be able to help us out.
Every tunnel has a tunnel underneath it.
Yeah.
Why would every tunnel have a tunnel underneath it? That doesn't make any sense. Why would they need 2 tunnels? So there's a tunnel below the tunnel.
And each room has a room beneath it. Each room is a tunnel.
Look. Yep. Told you, David. That's broken from the other tunnel.
Let me see.
So we have Zig Heil and another swastika. Love and positive. So this looks like it was a tunnel and there's just a bunch of shit that's caved in it. Like this was definitely a pretty large tunnel.
Get more light in there.
Really? Full box?
Ain't no law when there's White Claw.
Well, their cans are all empty. In fact, somebody left all their trash here. Homophobia is gay. The butcher coming. See? That says someone wrote, what the fuck?
SpongeBob has seen better days. You want to go left or right? I think this way might have more stuff. I have no idea where we are at now.
Yeah,
It looks like I feel like we've reached the end.
it looks like it. You wanna hit this trail or get on this trail?
I don't feel like there's gonna be much here.
That says die and
Yeah. Same shade of blue.
He's looking at the map.
What do you think, Eve?
Yeah, we're right about here.
We're at the end?
Yeah, we are at the end pretty much.
Before I show you the last stretch of our adventure, I'd like to share one last story with you. The following is another account from a blog known as the Paranormal Pastor, written by Christian Pastor Robin Swope, who specializes in paranormal research and exorcisms. In his post, The Terror of the Omega Men, he details the legends surrounding Tweed. Although the Omega Men mentioned were more of a secretive club than anything else, he details other disturbing accounts from the tunnels. He writes, in the spring semester of 1984, a group of college students had drove around the mountain after midnight, and on the peak, they came across a group of robed figures who blocked the way. They had a screaming girl with them. As the car slowed down, the robed figures quickly tried to encircle it, holding weapons. The students stepped on the gas and burst through the encircling throng. They immediately came back to campus and notified security, which contacted the local police. When the security detail with the police escort arrived at the scene, there was nothing to see. A search for the local woods also failed to come up with any evidence to support the students' claim, but they swore what they encountered was true. And what happened to the screaming girl? One shudders to think, for the area has rumors of ritualistic murders, and the mountain was famous for being a dumping ground for bodies by New York City crime lords. In fact, I had a good friend who was hiking on the trails one Saturday afternoon when he came across a large filled garbage bag. It was lying in the middle of the trail, and he tried to kick it with the side of his foot. Blood then trickled out through a small hole made by the force of the blow. Fearing the worst, he made his way back to campus and called the police to come investigate the strange bag. In it was a mutilated corpse. It had been put through a wood chipper and was just a huge, rotting mess. Later, it was revealed that the dead person had been a victim of serial killer Richard Kalinsky, or also known as the Iceman. Once we had reached the end, we began our long trek back. However, I felt that some places warranted further investigation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll do a great service to this country.
So this must be the building that they're talking about because it's so tall.
Gotta be. I want to take a peek inside here. Interesting. Hey. I know. Yep, that's the tunnel, right? Oh.
Where the cave-in is.
Yeah, they got these cute little steps here. And this is the wall. What's up? I'm right here, down the stairs. Yep. Told you there was more. It seems to end there, and there's this giant room with this huge pit in it. It's down the wall if you guys want to see it. You have to, it's a bit more of a hike, but not far. There's a plate here, look. In fact, the plate was smashed and the rest of the pieces are in here. Oh, I see, that's how it happened. Oh, look, I think there's a raccoon down there. Poor little guy, he might be trapped. It's kind of weird. Somebody's actually been down here and they drew a penis. How did they get down here?
Ooh, that's a pretty unique place though.
Yeah.
Noise! Let's get out of here.
Guys, that was our trip. What do you guys think?
So, overall, I would rate it 9 out of 10. My main issue was that I have weak ankles. So every little long quick and turn, I rolled my ankles twice. See some pretty great sights. Very spooky. Very, very spooky. I would rate it 9 out of 10. What about you, David?
8 out of 10. One day I do want to go in those tunnels, though.
Definitely, dude.
If I just have some more fucking bug spray.
Yeah, just a bit more gear. Yeah, I'm excited to come back.
So one question remains. How much truth is there to the legends of the Tweed Tunnels? The truth is a complicated thing, tossed and turned by the stormy seas of our imagination. Humans are innately curious about the paranormal and stories from the beyond. The legends, told over the warmth of a crackling campfire or a hot cup of tea in those long nights of winter. These stories have a sway with us I have trouble understanding myself. I did some research on these tales, and here's everything I was able to come up with. As per the first story, from Ralph Sinisi, he mentions that he hasn't visited the Tweed Tunnels in 4 years. Weird New York was published in 2005, which puts the date of our story between 2000 or 2001. A refined Google search doesn't show us any matching results. The Tweed Tunnels are located near the small quiet town of Nyack, New York, where a gruesome car accident would probably make the news. However, it's still possible that there is truth to this story, because the news doesn't record or archive everything, at least not for the general public. As for the stories of the mob, the Tweed Tunnels are actually named after Boss Tweed, the infamous New York City crime boss who owned an estate on Clausland Mountain, where the Tweed Tunnels sit. As per the rumors of mob body dumpings, the murderer I mentioned earlier, Richard the Iceman Kulinski, had claimed to be a hitman for the mob, although his claims to mob connections are dubious. The story, Pastor Swope describes, closely correlates with the murder of Louis Masquet, a man who Kulinski shot and killed and kept his body in an industrial freezer for 2 years. As per cultic activities, the stories are chilling for sure. The graffiti is also very ominous. I tried doing some research about any cults located near Nyack, New York. One local legend stands out, however. Pierre Bernard, also known as the Great was a mystic occultist from Iowa who was one of the very first American yoga teachers. This was back in the early 20th century, where the ideas were met with both suspicion and acceptance. He had a keen interest in Hindu philosophy, spiritualism, and sex magic, and was very popular with the upper class, owning a vast, extravagant estate populated with airplanes, a yacht, baseball games, and even a herd of elephants, all just a few miles north of the Tweed Tunnels. There, he established the Clarkstown Country Club, with newer members learning basic yoga and exercises on the lower levels of his mansion, and on the higher floors, esoteric tantric rituals, often involving dancing and sex. There, Bernard sat on a throne in his robes, where he was treated as a high priest or a god-man of sorts. A tantric magazine warned disciples saying, "Whoever has been initiated, no matter what may be the degree to which he may belong, and shall reveal the sacred formula, shall be put to death." Bernard was also a successful businessman. Being at the time of his death in 1955, he was a bank president and head of a real estate company. It is also worth of note, in 1910, 2 teenage girls accused Bernard of kidnapping and sexual assault, but later these charges were dropped. Rumor has it, this was because of Bernard's connections to powerful people. Today, his Tudor-style house known as the Eagle's Nest is an administrative building for Nyack College. Pastor Swope details more about Pierre Bernard in his article, The Spectres of which I will link down in the description. It's also worth of note that Swope said in another article that the Tweed Tunnels were somehow connected to Bernard's cult. I emailed him asking further details, but he has yet to respond to me. Tweed's long, dark corridors may indeed be haunted, or just a victim of bad circumstance and rumors. In the end, the tunnels still stand tucked away in a quiet corner of New York, welcoming all those who dare to enter.